Today's Dallas Cowboys Report is presented by Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Cowboys. That link, by the way, will be in the comments section and in the description. They are presenting today's reaction video as the Cowboys lose 36-3 to the Raiders and the NFL officiating crew in this one. Dallas somehow rallied late in this game. Dak Prescott had two different game-tying drives in the fourth quarter, and it was almost 3 because there was a touchdown taken off the board because, you guessed it, a penalty. The Cowboys ground game, a big red flag as far as I'm concerned. We'll break down that more in depth. First, the overarching view of the offense. The ground game is bad, guys. 64 yards on the ground. Dak Prescott, after a bit of a slow start, I think in large part due to a not good game plan, really balled out down the stretch. 375 passing yards in this one, but the Cowboys struggled on third and fourth downs, just like the Raiders actually did, by the way. Both teams were 3 of 13 on third and fourth downs. The difference being the Raiders had, I believe it was 5, might have been 4, but I'm pretty sure it was 5 third down pickups thanks to penalties on the Cowboys. To be blunt, and look, I've yelled at officiating before, but I'm taking it to a whole new level today. The refs in that game were garbage. That is the worst officiated game I have seen in a very long time. 4 different DPI calls on Anthony Brown, and those were not all good calls, and they were not consistent. They missed other DPIs on both sides. They didn't call Micah Parsons for holding a single time, and he got bear gripped every time. The play that Tyron Smith got called for on holding that gave the touchdown happened Parsons like 5 different times in that game. By the way, even Raiders Report host Mitchell Renz agreed that the refs were terrible in that game, especially in the first 3 quarters. It got even down the stretch just a little bit. There are plenty of reasons why the Cowboys lost that game. Non-existent ground game. Dak Prescott, who was great, make no mistake, did miss some throws as well, especially some key ones on third down. I hate to see it, but nobody's perfect. Your ground game was bad. Your defense couldn't make tackles. Way too many explosive plays. The yard after catch difference between the Cowboys past 2 weeks and the defense they've allowed, massive, massive gap. But, you know what? I thought these refs sucked. So I want every single one of you watching right now to type in F in the comment section and tell the refs to F off, because that performance they did with a whopping, and I shit you not on this stat, my friends, a whopping 28 total penalties, 166 yards against the Cowboys is garbage. They massively impacted this game, and that is not what their job is. So we get the ad break here on YouTube. Head down to the comments section, type in F, tell those refs to fuck off. Let's talk Anthony Brown now, as he was the victim of 4 different DPI penalties against the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Brown, outside of the Bucs game and the Raiders game, had actually been playing really good football, but this bad game, unsurprisingly, has opened up the floodgates to criticize AB, which I get. 4 DPIs is a lot, and he got picked on a few times as well. But I am curious, and I do want honest thoughts here. How many of those 4 pass interference calls on Anthony Brown were actually good calls? 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Those are your options. Head down to the comments section. Let's talk Dak Prescott. A slow start, to be fair, in this game when the Cowboys were almost at a 1-to-1 touchdown interception or touchdown run ratio. But Dak Prescott, he was awesome in this game. He is the reason why the Cowboys had a chance to win this game. This is a new graphic, by the way, Jack. When did we make this graphic? You made this? This is new. I like it. 32 of 47. For those of you folks who are mathematically inclined, like me, 68%. That's awesome. 375, 2 touchdowns plus 1 taken off the board. The fourth quarter by Dak Prescott, he was incredible. He was dropping downfield dimes, and I hate the fact that the Cowboys' game plan did not attack vertically until the fourth quarter. I think that was a mistake. Look, Was Dak perfect? No, of course not. Every quarterback is going to miss throws. But Dak didn't get bailed out by multiple underthrown balls like Derek Carr, who himself played really well in this one, was playing with backup receivers. If I had told you, folks, that this was Dak Prescott's stat line, you think the Cowboys would have won. We all would have thought that. They did not. As mentioned, today's show is powered by our friends over at Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code COWBOYS at manscaped.com. That link, folks, will be in both the comment section and it'll be down there in the description, because Manscaped is the best men's grooming products out there on the market. And if you want that 20% off, perfect gift this holiday season, folks, head down there. Use promo code COWBOYS at manscaped.com. Not saying I have a kid because of Manscaped, but not saying it either. Let's hit Ezekiel Elliott, who very clearly played fewer snaps this week for the loss or against the Las Vegas Raiders. And my suspicion here is that Zeke Elliott injury, that knee injury, it's a little bit worse than what the Cowboys had previously let on. The Cowboys kept that snap count low, and I thought Tony Pollard overall did play better than Ezekiel Elliott. Here's the problem. It wasn't that much better. Tony Pollard, 4 catches, 32 yards. Zeke Elliott, 6 catches, 24 yards. Not many broken tackles by Zeke. He's not 100% clearly. Zeke had a touchdown. Cool, it was a 1-yard run. But Pollard only averaged 3.6 yards per carry, too. Now, there was a big 31-yard hold that negated that play, but Dallas was 20 carries, 64 yards. There was a 3-yard Dak Prescott scramble. Really, since about that Giants-ish game, the Dallas Cowboys ground game has not been that good, and it was outright bad today. And that comes with the Cowboys trying really hard to run the football against a not that great run defense. There were way too many first down runs. I thought the Kellen Moore or Mike McCarthy, whoever you want to blame, I don't know who really designed the game plan, but that play calling, that scheme, that design, the philosophy, I did not like it. I've defended Kellen Moore many a time here on this show. I thought that was a pretty poor game plan. I did not like what Kellen Moore did. That short stuff, I don't like it. You had success pushing it downfield, even in overtime, when Dak was dealing. You dial up a screen to Zeke? Really? Like, push it downfield. Be aggressive. Attack. That worked for Dallas. Instead, maybe because your receivers are out, maybe that's why you got all conservative, you kept it safe. I don't like that. So again, I want honest reaction here. Grade Kellen Moore's game plan for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Look, I will not have any negative thoughts like in terms of like criticizing it. I think that's perfectly fair. So I want to hear from you guys. Head down to the comment section and let me know. The O-line, gotta be honest, what the hell was this? You start Terrence Steele at right tackle. I thought he was okay. Dak only took 1 sack, although there was a play blown up when Tyron Smith and Connor McGovern blocked each other. The run blocking is your concern right now, as far as I'm concerned. But Dallas also, on the third drive, after they scored a touchdown, they then proceeded to take out Terrence Steele and take out Connor McGovern, putting in Connor Williams and La'el Collins. And there was a 2-yard run, an incomplete pass, a false start, and then an incomplete pass was third and 12-5, so you were screwed. The brief O-line rotation, I don't get it. Like McCarthy, which I subscribe to this theory, I think continuity, chemistry, time at one spot matters for the offensive line. You're shuffling it around mid-game? I don't get that. So did you like it? Y for yes and for no. I expect pretty much all no's on that one because I don't get it. Why are you shuffling an offensive line? I know you got 7 starting caliber-ish offensive linemen. Pick 5. Let's ride. Like, I think all that shuffling, all those changes, I don't think that's good for an O-line. Folks, we are this close to 115,000 subscribers here at the Cowboys Report. Help us get there, all right? We've got 114,820 right now. If you want more free videos, it's very simple. Subscribe right now. All right, some more talk about some defensive players here. At least Michael Gallup woke up late. Cedric Wilson played decently too, although he did duck under a pass for some reason. Dalton Schultz had another drop. I think Noah Brown had one too. Classic. Tristan Hill, I thought was impactful. 5 tackles. He made some splash plays as well. The D-line, you missed Neville Gallimore, I think pretty significantly, but Tristan Hill is at least coming along a little bit for Dallas. No big stat sheet game, but some decent flashes. Micah Parsons, 5 tackles, 5 quarterback hits, 2 TFLs, a sack, and about 10 non-called holding penalties on Parsons as well. He worked Brandon Parker as I expected in this particular game. The problem you saw a couple of times late in that game, he's your best linebacker as well, and that's a bit of an issue for me. Chauncey Golston had a pretty decent game as well. He splashed early, kind of quieted off down the stretch, 4 tackles, a QB hit as well. At least Golston's coming along. Overall, the defense wasn't a good showing. You allowed way too much yard after the catch, although it would have been a totally different conversation if 1 or 2 of those questionable DPI calls don't get called against Anthony Brown. We will have more videos for you guys tomorrow and every single day here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button and subscribe right now.